Basically, this is once again, this is where the Spirit has a plan card comes in, because Spirit has a plan how to orchestrate all of this. Like, hello, my dear Scorpios. Happy New Year. So today we are doing your reading for second week approximately of January, but usually you know how my readings go, it's a little bit more fluid. So if you discover this video sometime in January or even February perhaps, this is your sign to watch this. Anyway guys, I hope the year is starting well for you. We are about to have our full moon. I'll be actually posting this video, I believe, right around the full moon. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like there is going to be sudden aha moments about which direction you want to go in with your life, kind of like maybe a renewed sense of a bigger picture. So let's see what's gonna come up. And as always, before we get started, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel. Watch this video if you're Scorpio sun, moon, or rising. Even Venus for love will resonate most likely. As always, this is a general reading, so fit the message where it needs to fit. If it's not your message, it's not your message. And what else do I want to say? Oh yes, believe it or not, people are always still asking me the information about private readings, even though I constantly post about this in my community tab and everything. If you need anything like private reading classes or anything like this, all the information is going to be in the description box right under this video. I only have one Etsy shop. This is the only place to book readings with me. There is no other place. I was talking about closing it for a break. So what we decided to do, the shop is going to remain open, but since I'm going to be away first week of January, if you basically are booking readings now, I'm going to be delivering after January 15, 16. So like last few weeks of January are open for bookings. You can book your 2023 personalized prediction, love connection, all different kind of readings there. So I will be available for those after January 15. So the shop is still open. And also guys, if you want to be a part of our community and prepare together for this year, for the the unfolding of this year, we have our Scorpio special webinar on January 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can still register to the webinar. There's a few more spots available. It's like pretty booked right now, but there's a few more spots available. I hope to see you guys there. Links about registration are going to be in the description box underneath this video. I hope to see you guys there. We will be discussing all the information you guys need to know. We will be, making it tailor-made for your needs too, taking a look, like making it more basically specific for you. You guys can ask me questions there. So anyway, I think this is it with the announcements. Let's take a look now what's going on. And yeah, everything else you may need to know is in the description box. Also, for those of you who are interested in studying tarot with me, we extended our sale for our female tarot course for the month of January, so you can still basically enroll it in half price. So it's going to be in the description box as well. Anyway guys, let's get started. Thank you so much for being with this channel. I appreciate you all. Okay, first card. Okay, we have here Koala Spirit as your first card. It says Spirit has a plan. Number 35 could be important. 3, 5, 8 could be important numbers for you. Let's see. So I feel like you guys may be starting the year a little bit how do you say this? When you're a little bit of a control freak, and not in a bad way. I feel like you guys have this clarity, you have this plan in your head, how you want things to be. Maybe there's a specific event you're attending in January or February, whenever you watch this. You have this very specific vision, how you want things to be. But what I feel like here, not to say that, your plan is not valid or anything, I feel like there is even better plan perhaps, and it could be very much aligned with your plan that you have for whatever the thing or the situation is. What's required of you is do your best to do your own plan, do your own manifestation, do your own visualization about things, but at the same time also understand that there are some things maybe you still to this point cannot figure out. Maybe you're like, how is this gonna happen? How on earth will that ever happen? Maybe you're planning to go somewhere which is kind of like, I don't know, like it's kind of tough to get in to some event maybe, or maybe you want to meet someone, or maybe you want to attract someone into your life, whatever those things are, or maybe there's some kind of very ambitious goal you have for yourself. Basically, you don't have to worry about how it's going to unfold. Just know that whatever you decided, it is in alignment with you, and spirit itself, your higher self itself, has a plan on how to make it happen. So there will be people, places, things, what is called bridge of events, chain of events. I was actually reading last year for you guys. I think it said something like trust this chain of events. And actually it's very interesting. I know that it's like from September, or I think it's October reading. But if you rewatch this reading now, I'm going to try to link it in the cards if I don't forget. Like if you rewatch that reading, it will make sense to you more now. I'm remembering it now. Like you will see that some of the things that were happening during that time in October approximately are very much connected to whatever you're going on now. So there's something along those lines. But regardless of that, I do feel like there is a chain bridge of events, something that's unfolding. And basically, there are things you can figure out on your own, and it's great. But there are some things, it's not that you cannot figure them out on your own. It's just best to trust that you are going exactly to where you need to be. Okay, and we have here Scarab, Beetle Spirit, magic works through you. And why is that? It is because I feel like it's like there's something about basically things happening through you. So maybe you shifted your perspective from life is happening to me to actually no, I'm creating events and things in my life. So there's something where whatever your magical manifestations, I see some of you working with candles, so whatever basically you were doing, it's all unfolding. So trust that. Something about scarabs were there in Egypt, beetle what? Like the classic. I'm not sure. Something like this could be a part of this. We also have 52, 51 as important numbers. And then we have a sandpiper spirit, be playful. So what they are saying is basically you don't have to stress yourself out with the details of something that you really want to experience or really want to attract into your life, because once again, spirit has a plan. So it's almost like everything's already been decided. It's one of those situations. I'm gonna go back again. It was like one of my clients was saying, I have a very good Arabic. I mean, I don't know. I was saying, what was that? Maktub, something like that. Like something has been written in the stars, maybe, or something's been already destined, predetermined before you even came into awareness of your desire. Now, this is a very deep sentence, and I'm recording this reading early morning. I didn't even finish my coffee yet, but like listen to this. If you can understand this, then this is amazing. Whatever this thing is that you think you desiring, it's not that you just like it's something new, you know, even though it seems to you just came into awareness of this desire. Like you didn't have like this desire existed before even your awareness and your meeting with this desire happened. Like it was predetermined, pre-written. Like again, not to say like I believe that everything is just fated, but this is one of those things. Maybe you guys experienced eclipses recently. I always teach that eclipses, I think, is one of the moments in your life where either something completely predetermined can happen, or also you, depending where you are in your journey, can shift realities. I mean, both could happen also at the same time. But basically, something that you think is so new is actually not new at all. You just came into awareness with that, and the desire, the dream, or for this even events, or for this desire to happen, this existed so long ago. I hope I'm making sense here. This is really beautiful, actually. So spirit has a plan, and whatever it is your intention is, magic works through you. What's required of you to just be playful, have fun, connect with this very light energy. And I know that maybe like, when do we have Mars, your ruling planet, goes direct after January 11. So I know that like right before the planet is about to turn direct, this is like stationary period where the planet moves slow. Like you might feel kind of slowed down inside, but try to connect your best with this very light-hearted energy, because I think that's the only thing that's required of you now. This is what's going to take you to where you need to be, because you are experiencing the in-between. Be at peace, knowing You know, even though things might have felt kind of slow, even though you might have felt like, oh my God, I have to take so much time out, as long as you act as if you already have that which you desire, you can overcome any obstacle. It's time for you to bring ideas into life. Trust in the magic. Take some time, again, be at home and take time out is similar to cards to me. Be at home with yourself, wherever you are, even if you're traveling, be like in your own center, basically. And again, the same confirmation here, Spirit has your back. Spirit has a plan. So trust basically your higher self that, again, you might think that, oh, I have this new desire or this new dream or whatever. It's not new. I feel like, again, your higher self was aware, almost like waiting for you to come into this moment. I hope I'm making sense here, by the way, because I know we got kind of deep here. So anyway, now let's take a look specifically at love, what's going on. This, of course, could be related to love very much, but usually I start by reading with a little bit more general message for those who are new. Let's take a look what's going on with love. First row is always you. Second row is your person. King of Cups wanted to come out, but let's see. It hasn't yet happened. Oh, guys, can't make this up. Your first card, what do we have? The Magician. So that's your first card. We also have the World. Let's take all of this. We have the Hermit. We have the King of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Should we take one more here? Yeah, should take one more. And we have here the Chariot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more card. 2, 7, and 7. And we have here the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Now let's see who we're connecting with. We have Judgment. Ooh. We also have Three of Swords. You've been connecting with someone with a very sensitive heart. You know how they say, what was that like classic song, Hearts of Glass, something like that? Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Six of Cups. So I'm seeing a couple of different scenarios here. For some of you, I do feel like there is going to be some kind of, with the Six of Cups, reconciliation now. Please. When I say reconciliation, I don't necessarily mean the ex is coming back. It could be, of course. But I feel like more so with the Six of Cups, this is coming back together with something you've already know. Now, this could be some kind of past life soulmate. This could be a person who is maybe similar to some kind of person you've been together with before. This could be just you coming back to your own inner innocence, something basically which you thought was not available before or which you kind of lost touch with. There is a sense of reconciling, coming back to something. Maybe it's like you've been for a while not dating anybody, not seeing anybody, and now you're back basically giving love a chance again. Now, you are coming up very strong in the first row here with the Magician, the World, Hermit, King of Wands, Nine of Cups, Chariot, and Five of Pentacles. I feel like what's basically happening here is you're ending all cycles. Let me see, it's not all in the frame. Well, I think it's good enough. We can see cards here. So it's like you're coming into awareness of almost like that you're living in a little bit of a different reality than most people around you. You start seeing a lot of your dreams, a lot of your intentions, a lot of your desires manifesting. So this is like, you know, they call like a victory, like a very successful basically moment in your life where a lot of things are aligning in your favor, like a lot of things, like, you know, a lot of things. So it could be from career, money, love, home, friendships, dreams, and you just, it's like, it's almost like the Magician card is the most important card here. You understood something, you know, when they say you understood how to hack the matrix, or like where the glitch in the matrix is, and now there is like a whole other world that you're experiencing because of that. It's almost like the world changed for you. Things are not the same. Now there is a little bit of catch, I don't want to say catch. I'll explain, you will understand what I'm seeing. With the Hermit card here, this has either happened because you've actually been on this very long journey that I feel like was quite lonely. So you didn't just arrive at this necessarily, again, this general reading, so fit the message where it needs to fit, but I feel like you didn't just arrive at this randomly, like, oh, hello, I hacked the matrix, I've discovered the key to something. It didn't necessarily happen for most of you like this. There was actually a long journey for a lot of you, searching for meaning, searching for hope. Here we have this ice where his heart is, so maybe you felt disconnected from other people. Maybe you felt lonely for many months, I don't know, years for some people. You've been on a very lonely journey, so it's kind of funny when people sometimes look at you like, oh my God, you just know this magical stuff or whatever. And they look at you like, in a weird way. But for you, that was actually such a long journey, such a long search to even get to this point, and to make sure that, you keep this hope alive, maybe for connection with someone, maybe, I don't know, for finding your people, finding your tribe, something like this. And what's interesting is, like, here we have the King of Wands right next to this card. This could of course represent Leo Virgo axis, because Hermit is Virgo and King of Wands could be any fire sign, but here it could be, I feel like, Leo. So maybe you have Leo in your chart, maybe there was a connection with some kind of Leo that brought this upon. But what's most interesting here is if you look at the staff here with Hermit, and we have the staff that the King of Wands is holding, I'm getting that basically what used to be the source of your isolation, maybe, or maybe with the Hermit card, again, Hermit is about being kind of by yourself, right? It's, it's you away. Maybe you live a lifestyle that a lot of people don't understand. Maybe you just spend a lot of time alone in meditation. Maybe you're just traveling a lot. But basically there's something that's very peculiar, let's put it this way, about your lifestyle that for many years kind of been maybe isolating you from others. Or even if you still had like regular normal job and family and whatever, you just always felt like you were a misfit. But what's interesting now is what used to be the source of your isolation is now creating circumstances which, with the King of Wands, are making you able to connect with people who are very powerful, very prominent, or maybe you yourself are becoming this very powerful, very prominent figure in some way. And this is also exactly what's bringing you this wishes fulfilled with the Nine of Cups. You have a lot of your dreams, a lot of your desires coming true. And with the Chariot card, basically right now, the only thing that's required is for you to keep going in the direction of your dreams, of your desires. There has been, I feel like for some of you who are watching this video, a moment where you've disconnected from a dream, a purpose, or just you've disconnected from something for a while. Because the Hermit has this whole journey with a star where he's holding on to the light of the star, he's trying to share it, he's trying not to lose it. There's different things, different stories about the Hermit we can tell. But the Chariot, we know, follows the star. So basically what happened, instead of holding on to some kind of hope or trying to keep something alive, I feel like now you're actively pursuing something. So it could be active pursuit of dreams, goals, things like this. Now, Five of Pentacles coming up here, it's a little weird, but let me clarify this and let me try to see what does Five of Pentacles represent. What is Five of Pentacles representing here? Let's clarify. We have Six of Swords. It could be you. It could be you leaving behind situations where you feel not accepted in some way. Let me see. Let me take one more card. The Sun. Yeah, there is a feeling of a change where you're not trying, basically. Like, what changed, I feel like, within you is that you are not trying to make anyone love you anymore, understand you anymore, or accept you anymore. It's almost like there has been this journey where you felt misunderstood and unaccepted, or maybe people told you before that, oh, the way you love is too much, or you're too much, or whatever. And there was a moment, yes, when you felt very, with the Five of Pentacles, kind of weird, like you are asking for something and it's not given to you. I'm getting that what changed is you understood that you are your own source of happiness. And even though there are people in your reality popping up who are bringing you, yes, like love and happy experiences, you understand that basically maybe this is one of the keys that you found, to your happiness. You understand that none of them can fulfill you. You cannot, like, even if the most amazing person, the most amazing soulmate, happiness and fulfillment can be found only within yourself. Basically getting to that level within, which is also, once again, maybe this lonely journey, whatever this was there. And you understand that, like, you understand this very clearly, that no matter how perfect the person next to you is, it's not them that's fulfilling you, it's you. Now, who are you dealing with? This is very interesting. You have like some kind of, I feel like, big level up journey you've experienced. Now, who you're connecting with is the person who, and I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. I don't know, today reading is very deep. I'm not even sure why, but let's see. So with the Judgment card, I feel like this person is experiencing some kind of rebirth in their life right now. They could have actually Scorpio in their chart as well. But basically there's something within them where they are answering the call. So this is interesting because in a way you kind of mirror each other's journey here. You are starting to pursue your goals and they are almost like awakening to also what their true purpose is. Now, this doesn't mean that this person was not pursuing their purpose before. I'm just getting that there is a deeper awareness that they are experiencing right now. And I'm getting, as you have ended certain cycles in your life, as you have, I don't know, got out of matrix, if you will, like in some way, with the Three of Swords, they are experiencing almost like, I don't know, we're referencing matrix in this today. You know, when Neo took, right, the pill, and when he woke up and he had this like major understanding how he was just plugged into this thing and like the world is so different and whatever. Something along those lines this person might be experiencing now. I'm not sure how, this is something where you will have to fit it where it needs to be fit. I'm just getting that they are having almost like this sudden understanding. Maybe they had like a very comfortable life. They had certain kind of partner, certain kind of job, certain kind of way they used to see how their life was gonna go, very stable. And with you, or maybe I'll be honest, for some of you it's not even related to you, it's just happening, like, maybe it's your like soulmate twin flame, and as you're going on this journey, you mirror each other's energy, right? So as for you, you are experiencing basically this like level up, right? From your usual circumstances. They are experiencing this too. So it maybe is not directly connected with you, but maybe it's just like, again, when we're shifting our reality and timeline, we're experiencing different version, right, of people and events. And for them, there's a little bit of heartbreak with it, with the Three of Swords, because maybe it means that some kind of path is over. Maybe some kind of relationship is over in their life. Something basically comes to an end with that, with their own cycle too. And with the Strength card, I'm seeing Virgo, by the way, Leo axis here. It, again, doesn't have to be anybody's sun sign. It could be any other placement in their chart, like rising, moon, maybe Venus. But basically with the Strength card here, I feel like this person looks at you for strength. Also, if you have any kind of social media, or if there is, maybe it doesn't have to be social media, it could be if you published any works, maybe you are a scientist, I don't know, of some sort, or writer or artist of some sort. If you have any kind of body of work they can look at online, or if not online, just if anything you work on, or even you yourself, they can observe in any way. I feel like this person is watching you, and there's something especially about you as you're aligning yourself with your goals and dreams and pursuing them unapologetically, that basically sparks this love within that person. So if, let's say, like, you started a new YouTube channel, or if you started some kind of creative project, or you started sharing something with the world, they're just looking at that absolutely amazed. Again, I know it's a general reading, so it could be maybe, okay, if it's not the story, it could be something like, as you are pursuing some kind of goals, as you are realigning with your soul purpose, that basically creates this fountain of love within that person. The only thing they are confused with, though, is how someone like you with the Seven of Cups never materialized love. So if, let's say, you're single and you're meeting them and like you're starting talking to someone, they cannot in their mind even understand how someone like you maybe like is not in a relation, something along those lines. Because the Seven of Cups, they almost don't understand like how could this be. For them it's like, yeah, for them it's a shock. Okay. We have let your friends help you. So somehow maybe friendships or people around you could play a part in this connection. Now again, if you know that you don't have any mutual friends or anything, this could be just your friends or supportive community who is reminding you of your worth. Maybe you're part of some kind of spiritual community, manifestation community. So it's okay for you to ask for advice, or not necessarily even advice, but support maybe in your confidence or something like this. We also have here codependency, and we have here trust, and we have here pay attention to the red flags and playfulness. So it's interesting how these cards are coming up. I feel like as you're going on this journey with this person, and I feel like for you, some of you could be dating more than one person at the time or interested in more than one person. It's important for you, if you have any kind of codependency issues, to make sure, like especially for those of you who have what it's called anxious attachment style, make sure you really, like, I personally, again, I'm not a therapist or psychologist, but I personally think that attachment style is one of those things that can be healed. And I used to have very, very anxious attachment style, like anxious, avoid, basically the worst of whatever, imagine them mixed. That was my attachment style. This can really shift the more you start trusting yourself, the more you start respecting yourself, and the more you basically really consciously work on any kind of Five of Pentacles type of dynamics you had within yourself. They're telling you to trust, but at the same time, do not dismiss any kind of red flags, within the situation. Be playful and try to see how things unfold. So that's what they say here. Bottom of the deck, you have free yourself. We also have separation. So maybe this honestly could be like there's multiple situations even going on. Maybe you're freeing yourself, you're letting go something else as this unfolds. Or maybe that's where they are. Okay, how are we doing? Oh wow, 27 minutes. All right, so what we're gonna do. What is something we need to know here, like we don't know maybe? Angel of Balance, Appreciation, Goddess of the Moon, Magician in the Mirror again, and we have here Journey. So what they are saying, and okay, we have Yin Yang at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you who resonate with the whole soulmate, twin flame type of thing, this could be one of them situations. But what I'm also seeing here is what's going to help you to maintain balance. It's to be in the energy of appreciation, honor your energy, understand that things are unfolding exactly as they need to be. And there is going to be some kind of option for you to take a journey. While you are taking this journey, I feel like there is going to be multiple options on where you can go. So it's almost like you can go right, you can go left. There are so many different directions in which this can unfold. It's going to be important for you to really make sure you don't fall back on old habits or old patterns. That's what I'm seeing here. Because I do get that there is somebody who is absolutely fascinated with you, but it's almost feels like a deja vu situation. Deja vu when it feels like you feel like you've been here before, experienced before. And now again, not in a negative way, but it may be, like there is the whole concept of certain moments in our life where we have a little bit of like an opportunity to really experience reality shift. And it could also be one of those things where it's like there's a little bit of test in this, like we really have to be strong in our self-confidence, self-concept, faith, whatever our spiritual lesson may be. And there's something about the situation that feels a bit deja vu. Maybe they remind you of someone, maybe something you feel reminds you of how you felt before. Something about this feels very faded, but at the same time, it's almost like something major is happening, but it's like you cannot put your head around it. And yeah, basically that's what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm gonna take this to the extent and we're gonna see more how this journey unfolds. What is this also energy you need to know? What is this person feeling? Because they're not really showing their feelings, but it's almost like they have this love, but like they're not really showing it maybe yet. There is something, maybe a bit of confusion. Maybe they feel confused by you in some way. So we'll take a look at everything, and a link to the extent is going to be in the description box. Once again, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. All the information about everything in the description box. I want to see you guys. I hope to see you guys on January 22nd, our webinar. And anyway, link to the extent in the description. Oh my god, I'm repeating myself. Anyway, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you in a moment. Bye.